polygamous, provided you.
The Parliamentary Committee of Legal has today met officials from Attorney General, Office of the Director of Public Prosecution, Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development, as well as Ethics and Integrity, to pick their thoughts on the Anti-Homosexuality Bill 2023, which they are currently scrutinizing.
And then take her.
During the hearing, James Odumbi Owere, a deputy DPP, said there is no need to have the anti-homosexuality law, saying that the existing penal code can address the vice. Earlier, the Attorney General Chiriowa Kiwanuka also shared the same sentiments with the committee.
It is our humble submission that addressing the said inadequacies does not justify coming up with a completely new law. This can be achieved by effectively or simply amending the existing penal provision, as was the case in the Penal Code Amendment Act of 2007 in respect of defilement.
This said it makes it hard where there are no victims complaining to have a successful prosecution.
The Penal Code Act is supposed to be the main penal law of the country. So by picking out bits and pieces, it will fragment the Penal Code Act.
Which don't have victims are very hard to detect, investigate, prosecute, and even to sentence. And from what is coming out in this bill, some of the conduct that we are outlawing is falling in that category, where people are consenting, they are doing it in private, and none of them is complaining.
Of common law is that crime are not only committed as against individuals, but they are committed against society. That is why it is Uganda versus XYZ.
The different stakeholders said that the bill brings weaker punishments compared to those provided for by the Penal Code.
That all penalties that have been set at 2 years of imprisonment in the bill should be raised to at least 5 years. Those at 5 years should be increased to 10 years and above, while all penalties which are 10 years increased to 20 years and above.
The officials from the Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development, as well as the Ethics Ministry, say the law is needed to protect the values of family and culture.
Is it tradition? Is it culture? What is the basis? What informed your conclusion that this is a psychological disorientation?
Of the words culture and sexual rights in the statement do not seem to bring out the intended meaning. So we are again saying recast the para to read, protecting the cherished cultural values of the people of Uganda against the acts of sexual minority rights activists. So that one is there.
I think if we make this law, we legislate on it, it will help us as a country. It will help us and it will help even you and your grandchildren.
The committee is expected to present a report to the House next week. Juma Kiria, NTV.